Good morning, gamers. My name is Nick, and I'm going to be bringing you 3 news stories this morning. So hang in there while we stumble through this thing together. First thing we're talking about is something I'm sure that everyone's probably already heard about, but if you haven't, I would listen up because this is kind of a big deal. So, Microsoft bought Bethesda along with everything that Bethesda owned, basically. So they bought Bethesda, which means they got companies like Arcane, ZeniMax Studios, id Software, and there's a couple others on there that they got also. So they got some good studios there. So they've done games like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Dishonored, Prey, Evil Within, Wolfenstein games, and they got a new game that's supposed to be coming out called Starfield. I know that this topic is really taking the internet by storm, and so we're not going to stay on it too long. Hopefully I'm going to try to keep this short, but I'm just going to kind of hit the high parts of this. So Bethesda has confirmed an acquisition price tag of $7.5 billion. For context, that's 3 times the price Microsoft paid for Minecraft. So obviously this will not affect the titles that are going to be coming to PS5 exclusively next year, 2021. Those things were already in play before that buyout happened. So that's not going to be an issue, and they say it here in the article. And Bethesda is still working on 2 console exclusive titles for the PS5, Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop. Both of these games have featured heavily in Sony's console marketing this year. Ahead of expected launches in 2021, it is likely too late to change the deal structures and platform release plans for those titles, which are also coming to PC, which means Microsoft could well be behind 2 of PS5's biggest console exclusives of the year. Wow, that's really going to get people going online with their silly console wars and whatnot. But anyway, that's irrelevant. So the takeaway here is that yes, Microsoft bought Bethesda. Yes, they bought them for a lot of money. Yes, this is a big deal because to me it seems like Microsoft is just buying up real estate where they can. They want developers, they want publishers, that's what they want. And they seem to be in the mindset of, look, we don't care where you play. We don't care if you play on Xbox One X. We don't care if you play on Xbox Series X. We don't care if you play on Xbox Series S. If we don't care if you play on Xbox One S. We don't care if you play on PC. The only thing that we care about is that you play our games that our developers and publishers are putting out. That's what we really care about. And this is really something new for the gaming industry. It's always been console-based. It's always been, the console that typically sold better, that did better, who won the console wars. They're playing a very different game. And who knows if it's going to be successful because it hasn't been done yet. So that being said, this article also says the ZeniMax purchase is a massive capper to an already massive string of acquisitions by Microsoft Game Studios. The company scooped up Psychonauts 2 studio Double Fine last year, and a year before that purchased Undead Labs, they make State of Decay, Playground Games, they make Forza Horizon, Ninja Theory, they made Hellblade, they're also working on Hellblade 2 now, and Compulsion Games, We Happy Few. Microsoft also purchased Obsidian Entertainment in 2018, putting the developer of Fallout New Vegas and the owner of the Fallout IP under the same corporate roof once again. So this means that potentially we could have Fallout New Vegas 2 or, whatever they want to call it. Point is, Obsidian could be making another Fallout in the future. It's probably not anytime soon. But yeah, so that's pretty much the news on that. I just wanted to cover that real quick. This one's a little bit not as, mainstream probably, but it is game news, just something different. So the Elden Ring fans were trolled by a fake Instagram post promising news about the game. And this article that I'm going to read off of is from Kotaku. The author is Ethan Gotch. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Ethan. I will tag the article link and the author's name in the description below because I'm just reading what they wrote. Over the weekend, Bandai Namco's information page for upcoming game Elden Ring briefly redirected to a fake Instagram account. The account said more news about the long silent game was coming soon, as if Elden Ring's most devoted fans haven't suffered enough. The Instagram account called I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to put that on the screen for you guys and y'all can read it yourself. has a couple hundred followers and 3 posts that, when viewed together, say Elden Ring news soon. For some amount of time between Saturday and Sunday, the tiny Instagram icon on Bandai Namco's official European Elden Ring page linked to it. A little obscure, but it was enough to at least momentarily raise some people's hopes. The redirect was eventually corrected, and it didn't take long for shrewd fans to realize the account wasn't the game's official one and that the tease was likely fake. As modder Lance McDonald pointed out yesterday on Twitter, the fake Instagram account is registered to a Russian email address, and the redirect from Bandai Namco's site was possibly the result of a hack. Bandai Namco's Twitch page still links to the fake Instagram account. Bandai Namco did not respond to a request for comment. So there is the account in question. Most people might never have discovered the misinformation by clicking the tiny icon, but Elden Ring fans aren't most people. The From Software game is described as a natural evolution of the Dark Souls series by director Hidetaka Miyazaki. Souls players have been desperate to learn more about the game since its E3 reveal in 2019, especially since the creator of A Song of Fire and Ice, which is Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, is helping to write it. Elden Ring's real Instagram account hasn't been updated in a year. Wow, I didn't even know that. During which time fans have gotten so discouraged they've actually taken to creating their own fan lore around the game on Reddit. There are made-up maps, character names, and even bosses. Now, some fans want to add whoever's responsible for the fake Instagram post to its fake lore as one of the villains. That'd be kind of cool, huh? I mean, you'd only encourage people to keep doing that, but it's kind of funny and cool, I guess. But anyways, one of the reasons people were so ready to believe it in the first place is that the Tokyo Game Show is next week, the perfect venue for a surprise Elden Ring news dump. Some still aren't completely convinced that the fake post was a mistake. In one Reddit post titled, "What if Bamco did this on purpose? Some poor souls tried to make sense of it all," wrote one exasperated fan. "We are so starved of info that we reached this point. Truly, they have tried to bring the Halloween mechanic into real life." Okay, so that's just a little side piece of game information on the social media side of things. Yeah, man, people make these fake accounts, and, I don't really get it or know why. I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know if it's just to hype people up or see how many likes they can get, how many followers they can get, or what they can do with it. Or, like that one guy said, maybe it is kind of like a teaser. Maybe, and they're just saying it's fake. Maybe there is something coming next week. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a fake account that somebody made that wanted to get some followers and get people talking about their little thing that they created on this thing we call social media. But anyway, next story. So, Xbox Game Pass subscribers jumped 50% to 15 million in less than 6 months. And this article is on TheVerge.com. I'll put that article link down below. And the article was wrote by Tom Warren. Microsoft is revealing today that it now has 15 million Xbox Game Pass subscribers. That's up 50% from the 10 million the company previously disclosed back in April. Xbox Game Pass is a subscription service that offers access to growing, blah, 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 blah. We all know what Game Pass is. If you don't know what Game Pass is, I'll tell you what it is. It's $10 a month. You get Xbox Live, and you get games that they put on there monthly, and they take off monthly. They put new ones on, put more on every month. It's a subscription-based gaming service, basically. It's like Netflix, but for gaming. Basically is what it is. Microsoft has been pushing Xbox Game Pass heavily in the recent months, particularly ahead of its next-gen console hardware launches in November. Xbox Game Pass has started to feel like Microsoft's true next-gen approach. That's what I was talking about earlier in the first news story. Gearing the company up for a different Xbox future. Xbox Game Pass has been bolstered recently by the addition of Bungie's Destiny 2 title, xCloud game streaming, and Microsoft's ZeniMax Media acquisition, the parent company of Doom and Fallout studio Bethesda Softworks. There is a variety of ways to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass across both console and PC, with the ability to just play games streamed through the cloud to an Android device. Microsoft has also been running promotions offering first month of Xbox Game Pass for just $1, which are bound to have helped attract interest in the service. Despite this, it's clear the company has been able to maintain existing subscribers and grow them over the past 6 months. another early sign that Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass bet is starting to pay off. Okay, so yeah, Xbox has grown by 50% in less than 6 months. That is that's a lot, and that number will start to taper. I mean, it just has to at some point. It'll go down, it'll go up. So yeah, this is all really interesting because it's interesting to see where this is going to go. You know, who's going to be on the right side? Are people really going to go to a more streaming based service? Are people going to stop buying traditional consoles? Are they just going to have a phone or a little box that they hook up to your monitor and you turn it on? And if you want to play it, you just stream it and you play it and you just pay a subscription. Kind of like what Google's trying to do with Stadia, but they're too early and they don't have the games. I am interested to see if Xbox, what they're doing is going to pay off as much as they think that it is. And I'm willing to lean on the side that it probably is because, I mean, that's just what everybody wants now, man. None of us like to wait for anything anymore. Want to play a game? Click. Game's there. I'm playing it. But that being said, PlayStation 5 has the games. PlayStation 5, God of War just got announced. And two of these games that they're heavily being promoted, Xbox is going to own the studio. So after these two games, they're not going to get those anymore. But I don't think that PlayStation is going to have an issue making great exclusive games. They did it the last generation, and I don't see them straying too far from that. It is going to be interesting to see which one ultimately does better on the gaming side of things. Actual gaming. I'm not talking about Microsoft as a whole company, but Xbox. The actual gaming stuff and PS5 stuff. Is it more profitable to make better video games, better exclusive games to get people to buy your hardware so you sell more systems, or is it more profitable to own more companies where, yeah, you may not have as many big exclusives that everyone's really looking forward to as of right now, but you own so much real estate. How much are you going to be able to profit off all that? That's really the question here. This is the official first episode of Good Morning Gamers, and this is something I'm going to try to do each day during the week if I can. I have a full-time job. I'm going to be recording these the night before, so it would be on the latest gaming news. When you're listening to this, you will have heard the news from yesterday afternoon, because that's the really long way I can do it, because the only other way I can record this is if I got up at like 4 a.m. in the morning, and I don't even know if I could do it then because I got to be at work at 7. So for now, this is how this is going to be. And I'm just going to try this and see how it does and see if I like doing it. If it's something that I enjoy doing, I'm going to keep doing it. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you have a good morning, a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.